let's hit passive every day. I think we're gonna do a great job.
Journaling is the voyage of discovery into one's own mind. Dan Willey. What's going on, guys? Ted Phaeton here, host of the Modern Man podcast. Of course, it's a pleasure to have you here on this Monday Modern Moment. Hoping to talk a little bit about the importance of journaling today, because this has been huge in my everyday routine. Before going to bed, I like to crack open my journal, write in a few words, a reflection from the day. If I do a breathwork practice, I like to journal afterwards for some of the things that I've discovered. And for the benefits that I've experienced, I thought it was just important to share my experience, some of the benefits, some of the famous people throughout history who have journaled, and of course, some tips on how you can start journaling yourself to see if you can get the results and some of the benefits that I've enjoyed. Number one of the benefits from journaling is the emotional regulation. You could better put your words and your feelings onto paper, and things just look a little different when you can read it back. Stress reduction. You can get things out of your head when you start to journal a little bit more, because you can only compartmentalize so much. It's good to get it out on paper so you don't have to store it in your subconscious mind and carry it around all day. Problem solving, much like shower thoughts, sometimes writing your problems out on paper make it look a little different, much like a math test. When you write it out, you can maybe break it down a little easier. Journaling does the same. Also, self-reflection. A lot of times we don't take the moment to sit down and think of how we truly feel on things. How did I show up today? How did I feel after a certain conversation? Journaling allows us to put that mirror up and will help us reflect on how we show up, how we can improve, and how we can maybe better approach a certain situation. Journaling is helpful for goal setting and achievements in terms of marking the checkpoints in which you are in your life and where you're headed. It's also kind of revisiting that trajectory in which you're headed to make sure you're on the right path. By journaling, you write more, and by writing more, you find out new ways to articulate what you're experiencing, what you're going through, what you see. Because of that, you can improve your communication with others when you are in conversation because of the better ability to articulate what you feel. Coping with trauma can also be helpful because you can, again, rewrite the story that you're telling yourself once you see it out on paper. Also, enhanced creativity, boosted mood for your well-being. There's so many times I journal about how I've shown up today. I get to show myself grace and also just talk about being the person I said I was going to be that day. It makes me feel good, kind of recording my wins. Speaking of recording your wins, one of the last benefits is actually being able to document your progress. Put it down, pen and paper, right? Don't do it just to do it. Do it for the record books as well, so you can actually see your progress in action. That can help you keep you motivated towards your goals. Now you might be asking, all right, Ted, you got me. These are benefits I'd like to enjoy. How do I start journaling? Well, the first thing is get yourself a journal. They're pretty easy to find. You can get them on Amazon, or you could even find them at your local bookstore, Walmart. They don't cost that much. Just something with a lot of blank pages. Get yourself a pen. That should be easy as well. Or you can even open up a notes app in your phone or on your computer if you want to start that way. After you pick your journal, set a time, a regular time. For me, before bed, or if maybe after breakfast, early in the morning, some place where you could be alone, and some time where you could actually just give it the 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, however long you allocate to journaling. Make sure it's a quiet space. Reduce as many distractions as possible. And then just start writing. Start the process. It's going to be imperfect at first, but you don't have to be great to start. You have to start to be great. Let yourself write freely. The first few minutes is all going to be prescribed information, all prescribed thoughts. You got to get through that. Get through the foam at the top before you can get to the juice underneath. And then consider writing prompts. Set intentions to what you hope to reflect on. How did I feel today? What am I grateful for today? What are my goals this week? Describe a recent challenge that I faced. These are different prompts that can help get that flow going, and then let the pen fly. Start reflecting on how you show up. Keep writing consistently, because you only get better over time. Do it again the next day and the next day. And those are the ways that you can really start getting into the habit of journaling. For context, some of the most famous and most respected men in history have journaled. Leonardo da Vinci, John Adams, Henry David Thoreau, Charles Darwin, Mahatma Gandhi, Albert Einstein, Theodore Roosevelt. These are the men who have journaled their thoughts and their reflections, and it's helped them show up in their world. So you imagine the benefits that you can get as well. Also, not only reflecting, but better getting an understanding of who we are. It's great to have a community of men to tap into and share some of those journal reflections with. I encourage you, check out the Noble Knights Mastermind group so you could find a group of men who are also pouring into their self-growth, their self-development, and looking to help others along the way. We'd love to have you join, but until then, keep it locked with these Monday Modern Moments, and don't forget to check out our Wednesday episodes, long-form interview content, and hit that like and subscribe button to get a new episode each and every single week. With that being said, guys, go out there, be some modern men, enjoy the week, and I'll catch you next time.